Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to another Apex Legends video. My name is Sweat if you guys are new, and in today's video, we're going to be going over your biggest weaknesses in Apex Legends, episode 3 of the series. I know you guys have been absolutely loving the other episodes, and I want to set a pretty hefty like goal again. You guys have blown both of my like goals out of the water, and it hasn't even been close, so I'm going to set this one a little bit higher than the last one. I went 2,000 likes on the last one, but I'm going to need you guys to step it up just a little bit more, get it to 2.5K, okay? 2,500 likes on this video, and we will continue in the series on to episode 4. But today, the video is all about third parties. Welcome to episode 3 of improving your weaknesses in Apex Legends. All right, guys, and before we start this video, I want to give a quick little shout out to everybody who actually tweeted this at me to make this video. I appreciate every single one of you guys. Obviously, again, there was many more of these tweets that I cannot fit on the screen, but here's just a couple for you to take a look at. All right, guys, so if you're not informed exactly what a third party is, it's basically when you are fighting another squad and then a third squad ends up coming up on you guys and shooting you guys in the back or shooting the other team in the back. That will be what's known as a third party. Now, you always want to be the one third partying. You never want to get caught in a third party, but it's going to happen from time to time. So in this video, I'm going to give you some tips and tricks on how to avoid third parties and escape them while also surviving them and actually end up killing these people. All right, so let's start off by talking about if you're the one third partying. You're the one running up on two other teams, okay? You want to be close enough in these situations to engage once the fight is over between the two teams, but you don't want to be too close to where they shift their attention in the middle of their gunfight to your team. That's going to be the worst case scenario. You never want to be getting focused by two teams. That is basically just putting yourself out there to die. Another quick thing that you can take into account when you're heading over to third party a team is the kill feed on the top right hand side of your screen. If you see people from both squads getting knocked, basically like you see Mirage 1294 getting a knock, and then you see Mirage 1294 going down quickly after, then you know there's at least one person knocked on each squad. That's going to make it even easier for you to third party that scenario, and you should have no problem running in and cleaning that squad up. So let's pretend for a second that nobody on the other team goes down when they're fighting. Let's say two teams are fighting and one squad just absolutely obliterates the other one, and every single person on their team is still standing. In this scenario, once you go over to third party, you guys want to make sure to focus on one person and get that primary knock. That way it becomes a 3v2 situation in your favor. On the contrary, on the opposite side of the spectrum, if you are a solo player, then you definitely need to go watch my solo 1v3 situations guide, the last episode in this series, to know how to handle that. All right, so let's move on to talking about how to approach a third party when they're running up on you. So the first option is going to be to fight the third party in that certain location where they're running up on you. Secondly is going to be to relocate and then fight the third party in a different area. And then last but not least, it's going to be to run away entirely. And I put that last for a reason, because that's the option that you don't want to have to resort to, unless of course you're a solo, because if you leave that location, then they can really get all the loot and just loot your boxes, which kind of sucks. So the first option that I mentioned was fighting the third party in that certain location. In this certain scenario, if they run up on you and you have nowhere to go, you have to fight in that location. Basically, all you want to grab from the death boxes from the previous fight is ammo and a shield swap. That's it. Nothing else, because you're not going to have time. You're going to get lasered while you're looting the box. That is not what you want to do. You don't want to be looting for too long when a third party comes up on you. Second option was relocate and then fight the third party at a different location. All you got to do is basically, let's say a team lands on your roof and they have you pinned down. All you got to do is maybe throw a bounce pad or use an ability to get out of that location and then run away to a certain area where you can fight the third party better and you have better positioning. And lastly, like I said earlier, the runaway option should only be used if you are a solo, because you don't want to give up all that loot. All right, guys, and now I've fetched a clip that has everything in one that you need to know about third partying. We have fighting at the location that the team is actually third partying at. We have relocating and fighting the third party. We have running away entirely. And to make it even better, guys, the teammates ended up dying out. Well, not better, but better for your learning sake. Teammates ended up dying out, so this was mostly solo. I hope you guys enjoy this part of the video, and let's get into it. All right, guys, we're going to hop into this first clip here, and this actually shows every part of dealing with a third party. I actually fight a squad right where they end up third partying us, and I end up running away and repositioning to end up winning the game. And my teammates ended up dying out. Unfortunately, there was just too many people around for me to grab their banners, so it was very unfortunate. But these guys were actually in game chat telling me that I was on mouse and keyboard, and they were actually complaining that I was on their team because it would be unfair if they were on the other team. So it was a very, very weird but yet funny game. This was solo on stream, and if you guys are not already following me on stream, it's twitch.tv/isweatband. Go give me a follow if you want to catch the streams live. But anyways, guys, let's hop into this breakdown. And so starting it off, the lifeline makes a bad decision, drops right on me. So we end up finishing her off. And then her teammates are flying. I didn't see him at the time, but I saw him when I looked back at it. Look back at it. All right, you can see that their teammates are flying in. There's 2 other teammates. Obviously, she was 1, and these guys are, I don't know why, but they're way, way behind. They're going to fly in and attempt to fight us. So this is not the third party. The pretty legendary. One of them makes a massive mistake here. You saw that one guy actually missed the top platform. So we should have easily been, like my teammates, should have easily been able to shoot that guy before he got up the zip. Unfortunately, they didn't.
They missed. One missed.
And it ends up pretty bad for my teammates.
It's fake.
So I thought this Valk was going to drop on me. She makes a very good play by flying over.
Teammates are dead right now.
So we end up finishing that squad, and you guys heard the Valk say there's another squad inbound or something like that. I obviously know there's another squad. They're shooting at my teammates from afar, and this is a really bad situation for me to be in, especially because I'm a solo. Thank God we turned on that guy. We're going to phase out of that situation. That is a terrible situation we don't want to be in. Get on the zip line and heal up in this building. So this is going to be a perfect example of fighting a squad exactly where they're third partying you. There's actually going to be at least 1 or 2 more teams fighting here. So this situation was super intense. I'm trying to take some shots at the Bloodhound so that they don't finish my teammate. Unfortunately, it's not going to end up stopping them forever.
Yo, Revengeful, thanks for the follow, bro.
I end up portaling my teammate up to safety. That's the definite play. Get the teammate up here. Go for the res. Make sure to check down below so that nobody's zipping up to us. Alright, and now I'm just trying to watch over my teammate while she's healing. I decided to go down and try to actually third party this team, but that doesn't end too well for me. So I know I instantly got to phase out of the situation. I didn't get the better of the primary exchange there, so I'm phasing out of that situation. Going up the zip, and I'm going to take another bat. So there's another squad.
Down.
There's another squad in this situation. My teammate jumps down into about 3 teams, and there was a comment in the beginning of this video, I can't deal with 6 people. How about trying to deal with 9 people? Thank God we had the high ground in this situation, because that's what you always want to do, is get the best position on the map. And obviously high ground is the best position here. So we were fortunate in that regard. I don't know why my teammate just jumped down right there. She was Valk. She should have flown back up, but unfortunate. And I might actually only show you guys this clip because this covers everything I want to cover in one clip, so it might be good here. It's right here. I'm kind of just beaming down from the top. Very nice shots on Carlos. RIP, Carlos. So I'm thinking about going to get my teammate, but it's a very risky decision. I don't want to jump down and end up dying. You guys can see I'm struggling on ammo a bit as well. Trying to finish this guy that's rezzing. Get the kill, which is amazing. My teammate's still down below, but the thing is, obviously, right there in front of me, there's another team. So the teams never stop.
Only 2 other squads.
You can see I'm totally out of ammo. So right here in this situation, I'm about to phase down, and I know my only option is to go to the boxes down below and try to get some ammo, or just completely run away from the situation. But I definitely wanted to try to go get some boxes because I just beamed that Valk and I feel like she won't be looking for me. But the unfortunate part of this situation is that a Bloodhound actually jumps on me with a Devo. And I went for the shield swap right there, which I didn't get. I went for the shield swap and I was going to look for some ammo. Unfortunately, I didn't even get to get in the box, which sucked. And I make a pretty bad decision here. This is probably the only bad decision I actually made in this clip, is going for this armor swap. I swapped a blue out for a red when I barely had, like, it was barely more health, and they actually end up shooting me. And I didn't grab any ammo for my R3, so I have nothing to do right here. I have nowhere to go. I'm basically just trying to play getaway with these guys, which ends up working somehow. We end up juking them out of their shoes. So we're running away in this situation. My teammates in game chat are like, oh, he's dead. There's no way he's surviving this. End up phasing out of this scenario, going up top. We're breaking ankles like Kyrie Irving out here. Now, I could have went and got my teammate's banner, but I know they would have chased me. And I'm still getting shot, you see. So my main focus is just getting out of the situation. I'm sorry to the Valk. Spoiler, though, we do end up winning the game, so. And they both stayed, so it was worth it. So we're getting out of the scenario. This is the part. This is option number 3, where we just run away from the situation. Phasing whenever possible. And the thing that I love about Wraith's tiny hitbox is you're going to see the jukes. The absolute matrix jukes on those bullets. We're just trying to escape. Thankfully, they're in zone, so their vision is going to be a little bit disturbed. And this is going to be option number 2. We saw option number 1, which was going to be fight the third party at the location that that you're getting third partied at. Number 2 is going to be relocating and fighting it here.
Holy crap.
And that's exactly what we end up doing. So let me fast forward a little bit. We just fast forwarded to a point where we're going to go up on another third party. We're going to third party this team. Okay, so you always want to flip it in your favor. You want to be the ones third partying. And I see that Nutburns got a knock. I end up getting a knock on the other guy. Bow shots were a little weak here. But we knocked 2 of them. And this guy's crabering me from like a mile away or whatever gun he had.
Good. Only one more squad left.
Get Nutburns down a second time, I believe.
Enemy taken.
Going over and finish these kills real quick. And now I decide to portal to get into zone. This guy has a Kraber up here.
Get out of here. I might die here.
So I think I might die. But I end up not dying. Luckily, he ends up missing the Kraber shot. If he hit that Kraber shot, he definitely would have killed me.
These guys are really complaining about...
So right there, just a little bit of context. These guys were complaining in game chat, like I said. You can see their mics moving. Unfortunately, I can't capture audio, but they were complaining about how I was, quote unquote, playing on PC. Yeah, it was very weird. I don't understand the situation. But anyways, let me fast forward to the end of the game. So now I'm just taking a look at this guy through the window with the bow. End up popping out and actually hitting my bow shots here before he could Kraber me. Misses the Kraber shot because I juked indoors. And that was the game, guys.
I'm just so much better.
And I'm showboating a little bit, but we don't do that. We don't make a habit of showboating out here, okay? That's just rude to the competition, but you got to be proud of yourself sometimes. That was a good game. That was basically the whole second portion of that game was solo, so it's a very good game. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video and definitely learned something from this third-party clip and the tips that I gave in the beginning. If you have not already, like I said, like the video, subscribe if you're new. It has been Sweat. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day, and peace out.